Live.
Man,
It's amazing how one or two people can change the trajectory of your life, right?
so true, man. So true. Well, I stopped trying to figure life out a long time ago, man. I just roll with the punches, Try to keep some good energy around me, you know.
Look at Michael Jackson, Jackson 5s. Bam! Quincy Jones. He goes
To,
from little boy.
to the
I
moon,
mean,
boy.
you
One relationship could change your whole life. Just that's powerful, man. You just have to be in the position, and your mind have to be opening up. Preparation meets dedication meets
opportunity. Yeah.
opportunity, man. Your mind got to be open and to ready to receive those blessings. Because if you ain't ready to receive a blessing, it could pass you up or it
Go
can
right.
overwhelm you, man.
It'd be gone, right, D?
Right, man. So just
You
got to
can
be
put
open.
that plate. I got that plate right there for you. If you're not the person to receive it, it's like, man, I'm good. I'm good.
That's
I don't know
it.
how many of them joints I done passed over.
Good opportunities, man. So
It's an honor to be working with you, brother. Round up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the registration for Dutch's Text Blast Masterclass. We're going to open it up this evening. I've been going back and forth with Dutch, assisting him put this thing together.
mhm.
It's a whole different story, Dutch, when you do what you do, but then you have to teach what you do. Would you say?
Yes, this is my first class, and you brought it out of me, brother. Like, man, you need to do a class on this. And I say, you know what, brother Chris, you ain't told me nothing wrong yet. So guess what? Let's do it.
That's
You know,
cool.
let's
That's
do
cool.
it.
That is so cool. Wow. I mean, just the technology you're doing. I'm just imagining me trying to keep in touch with all those text messages, and you have a computer program that will literally recognize what people are sending me. It's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing, bro. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, man. I actually learned from a virtual wholesaler the whole texting thing. I thought it was normal. And the way I do it, I thought it was normal until I started talking to other investors, and they like, how do you do that? What do you do?
Mhm.
And that's the way I learned. So, I didn't get to direct mail and everything else. And, it just kind of fell in my lap. I was ready to receive that opportunity.
Wow. You know, it's weird, Dutch. I think about Roundup. I'm waiting for you guys to log on before we get rocketing and rolling. I'm going to go over the mind map. Dutch, it's funny how we learn stuff, right? Like I learned real estate the wrong way, but I did learn one thing with my self-directed Roth IRA, right? Somebody, rich white guy, taught me that back in 2006.
Mm,
It's like when you learn something one way, it could either be the right way or the wrong way. Like going to get debt, getting big loans, and then
right,
Ronald Grant teaches, listen, man, we don't sign for no loans. We take over debt.
right.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Restructuring, brother. It's like you relearning. Like, it's another world, like you say, man. Ron living in another world. He show you a world. It's just the unveil over your eyes. You like, man, I never even. And you just got to have that brain to be able to change your way of thinking when new things come upon you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be closed minded. You got to just really look at everything and see how it can benefit you. No matter if you thought it was wrong or right, if it's working for somebody, it got to be something about it that make it worth your while.
Something to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the wealthy people that I know, Dutch, they're like empty buckets around, man. You ask them a question and they're like, I don't know. Let me think about it. They either got to call somebody or they got to check the data or they got to verify it. It's like we don't walk around like we know everything. It's like we're willing to just be a sponge.
Yeah.
Sponginess. Go ahead.
Yeah. How you do that? What that? Show me that. Because one thing I learned early is the more skills you have in life, the more value you become to yourself and others.
Nice.
So I try to learn everything, anything that sparked my interest, and I see some kind of opportunity in it. I at least sit there and listen. I might not like everything, but I at least take the time out to look at it for a minute and study it and see if I can put it to use any kind of way.
Yeah, it just takes one little change, right? A little shift in your paradigm, perhaps.
That's it, man. Stay open. That's it. Be open minded.
I'm thinking we wouldn't even been here today if you wouldn't have been open-minded to the real estate business. What, almost just a year ago?
A year ago, man, corporate guy, you know, airline industry, long time.
Let's get into that in a minute. We'll get. I want people to know your background. I think it's cool.
Yeah, man.
What's possible? Roundup. Greetings, class. Greetings. This is Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. And in doing that, I hope to bring you some unbelievable training, no doubt people that will change the way, or let's say challenge the way you think, because Dutch has challenged me. I remember when I first started talking to him, I'm like, dude, you like the Andre Harrell of real estate. I'm like, you just the ideas that you come up with, man. It's just like, it's crazy.
Out the box, man. It gotta be out the box, man. You know, I like to make methods easier, but very effective. I don't know if it was just because I was been lazy or something, but I like to make very complex things very simple. You know, I've always worked as a manager, so I had 500 employees, and I had to come up with strategies that everybody could get. You know, and I did that for a while, and I just take it and use it to my advantage now.
Nice. Yeah. So Roundup, you guys are logging on. We've got almost 70 people here. I'm excited that you guys have joined us. So Dutch asked him actually last week when he was putting some stuff together for me, right? I'm gonna tell you how this stuff come about because I'm transparent. I'm not a master at everything. I'm good at what I do. We're not going to get into the things that my skills, because tonight is more about you.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch, he looked at a list that we had. He's like, man, let me see that. There's some magic. I'm like, all right, I'm sold. So when he did this, I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm in my 40s, there's so many teaching moments, and I want Dutch to share. Tonight, we're going to go show you the mastermind. We will be giving you a link to open up the masterclass. Will be tomorrow. The class itself will be tomorrow, but today I want to just take some time for Dutch to go over how he put this thing together, and we're going to give you that link. And since you are watching right now, we will be giving you a discount for today only, because I love you. I want you to get this stuff. So Dutch, give me your background, man. Where did you come from, dog? You said you was managing 500 people?
Man, working in the airline industry for 10 years, man, and I moved up to upper management, 500-600 employees. I worked in 5-6 different cities, managing these major operations, and took a lot of my time, and I wanted some freedom. It wasn't even about money. It was about getting some of my time back. So fortunately, I was laid off last year. Fortunately.
Oh, really?
Before all this COVID stuff, the company did some restructuring.
Wow.
I got laid off without notice. I think 3 weeks or something like that. So back against the wall, and the way I am, I'm searching, I'm online looking for things. One of my employees told me, look into wholesaling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is wholesaling? Got on the computer, started looking up things. I'm seeing brothers like me, sisters doing it, being successful. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I got some people skills. Let me dive into it. And I'm talking about dove, swan, just all or nothing, dove in, back against the wall, studied it, action. I didn't study too long. I took action while I was studying. Mm-hmm. Knocking on doors and calling people, putting up band signs before I knew even how to talk to a seller. I just took massive action, and I started seeing results. And that's it. The rest is history,
So before they laid you off, Dutch, tell me about, what was your mindset? Were you an entrepreneur on the side while you were working, or were you just a wannabe? Not saying that you didn't have the skills to be an entrepreneur, but you were maybe like a wannabe looking into it.
Well, it was a high-paying job. I've always loved music and videography and everything else, but the money was secondary to what I was making at my 9 to 5. So while I love my entrepreneur side, and I sharpened my craft, my W-2 took front seat because I was making so much, and that's how I looked at it. I was like, I'm gonna move up in the corporate veil and wear some slipper bottom shoes and a tie and and one day corporate structure happened. So now these skills that were secondary, I had to make them
Primary.
stronger, and I had to stand on those special skills to survive. And it's just crazy how things happen. It's like God pushed me off, like use these skills, see how they do for you. And first year, combined with my music, videography, and real estate, man, I didn't blew out the water what I used to make at the W-2.
Wow. I'm
And
so
you're
happy
one.
for you.
So it's just like, man, I've been sitting on these gifts all these years, and God was telling me, like, go ahead, you good enough. And I'm down, W-2, 9 to 5, working 16 hours a day, weekends. Boss, can I get this holiday off? Nope. Okay. Life controlled, and I had to answer the whole time. So this has been an amazing year for me, man. This last 12 months have really opened my eyes to what we are really capable of when we dig deep and stop doubting yourself. So I almost want to shed a tear, brother. It's been a
Me too. I'm listening to you like,
man, it's been a deep year. And friends that are close to me, they see it and it's blowing them away. They're like, man, we can't believe it. I'm like,
look at you now.
Yeah,
God,
man.
I'm just so honored to be here. Yes, I want to know, but so much we got to share. Round up, and we're gonna share you with that link. I want you, before we tell me about the pain and how much harder it was for you to deploy these skills, or easier. Was it harder or easier? Because I'm still up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I work 5 to 9. I work ridiculous hours, and I got real estate. So I'm like, I want to know. Tell me how your work schedule is. Did you work more or less? Did you wake up later?
After I knew what I was doing with the real estate, I worked more because I enjoy it. It feel like work, and it don't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to secure myself. I'm not working for somebody else. And I have joy doing what I do. And it just feels totally different. As far as the videography and the music, I got more time now to do that and really concentrate on my content and perfect it even more. So, the transition was seamless. It was like, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. It's crazy.
Wow.
At work, I felt out of place for years. Like,
out of place at work.
I felt out of place with the W-2. Even though I made good money, I felt like I was acting. Like, I'm in meetings. I'm thinking about studio. People talking about budgets. I'm like, I'm gonna kill this track when I get home to my studio. So it just felt like I was acting. And now I feel like I'm me. I feel this release, man.
Wow, man.
Wonderful.
That's such a good story. Round up. I hope Duchess. My thing is, listen, how old are you, D?
I'm 39, man.
39 years old, in your 30s. So I didn't even start. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like I say, I'm not young, man. A lot of people think I'm way young. I just got a young spirit, man. I just feel like it's never too late to pursue your dreams. Never too late. People, especially society now, they try to put stamps on things. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Man, do what you love to do until you don't love to do it anymore. Period. So I'm having fun, man. Everything is great. I'm loving it.
I want this spirit round up. I could go on and on. The reason I wanted Dutch on here because I knew a little bit of his story, but I wanted to share with you because I wanted to be believable. And I'm thinking, Dutch, what would have happened if you would have tried to start? Say you would have stayed on the job and then you could possibly have gotten downsized during this COVID thing. Man.
I got laid off. I talked to all my old buddies. All of them got laid off. All of them. So it happened to me, 6-7 months before, everybody else got laid off.
So that was a blessing.
I got a head start, and the thing about me, I always had skills on the side that I always worked on for years. I just never thought they'd be my crutch. It was just passion that I had, But real estate just tied it all up, man. Gave me the money to work on my dreams and do the things I love to do. So
You sound a lot like me. I got fired. I'm just like I think I feel like corporate America forced me to be an entrepreneur. They were like, you
It
know what,
forced
man?
me. That's God, though, man.
Mhm.
Forces you like something better. You think at that time that's the worst thing. You like, man, how could this happen to me? Be the best thing to happen in your life. I don't believe it. I don't understand it. And it forces you off the cliff. And it's something that's in you for years. I mean, since I was my teenage years, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know how. And that spirit stayed into me. And so when they pushed me off, it was go time.
Good for you, bro. I'm excited for you. Okay, round up. Let's do this. I'm going to pull up. We got 100 and something people on here. D ready to what saith
Let's roll.
Dutch Jackson. So yes, today I might as well go and give you that link. Round up. If you just go to the video description, the link, and if you want to just go ahead and bypass. If you're ready to go, if you know like I was, I'm like D. I'm ready. Whatever you're gonna charge me, let's do it. So if you're ready to roll, you can go ahead and go to you get $50 off if you do it today before midnight. The course is $147. The class you can get it for $97 as long as you get it in by the end of the day. D, tell me. I'm gonna bring up this text blast thing.
Okay.
The mind map. How did this stuff come about regarding using text messages, Dutch? Why text messaging?
Like I said, I look for things to be quicker and save time and save money. When I first started, I was doing bandit signs, I was door knocking. I can only touch so many people with so much time, so I wanted to find a way to touch a lot of people very quickly and as cheap as possible.
So you didn't even go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
I'm saying that's where the idea of texting came from. I just wanted to reach a lot of people in a short period of time, spending the minimum dollars for marketing to touch a lot of people in a short period of time.
Well, you could have tried so much stuff. I mean, you could have tried direct mail. You could have tried voice blast. You could have tried Facebook. I mean, there's so much things out there. What text messaging came from? Was that one?
I could touch 1,000 people in a minute.
Fastest and the cheapest.
Yeah, I mean, with direct mail, I'm waiting on that to come back. You don't know. With text messaging, you get 1,000 people, you get the response instantly, yay or nay.
Gotcha.
So that's my weapon of choice.
Gotcha. Let me pull this thing back up. So is there particular people that you're looking for? I'm looking at the mind map here.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, go ahead.
We go for, the pain. I go for divorced couples. We go for people in pre-foreclosure. We go for people with liens on their houses, behind on taxes, things like that. So I go after those pain points, and those are the people I go after.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So will you be able to show us how you actually do that stuff? So I got here on my thing who you were looking for. You got a way to pull these lists. How do you pull these lists? Or what? So you pull lists. I guess what?
Yeah.
I need to understand. What did you do to find these people?
Prop stream, filters. You put in filters and you find these people. I'll show y'all all that tomorrow. Just make sure y'all there. I'm gonna show you how to pull those pain lists. That's what I call them.
Pain lists.
Pain lists.
Is there a particular area that you like, D? Or tell me about, how do you stay locally or what?
Anywhere in the country, any prop stream, all 50 states. You can find pain points anywhere, Any neighborhood, there's people in pain, Rich neighborhoods, poor neighborhoods, middle class. People are always going through something. So you can find them anywhere.
Gotcha. Is there would you say for you, have you found out that it's working best for you locally, or are you like all in different cities?
Oh, I'm all over. It works. It works here in Fort Worth, Dallas. I'm doing some virtual in St. Louis. So, a lot of pain points, a lot of, cities. Everybody go through it, so it doesn't matter where you are, what state, city, zip code, it works everywhere. With that prop stream system, with the information you can see and go through and decide to pull, anywhere is possible.
So we're talking about locating motivated sellers, roundup. And you can get your questions in, Dutch. I'd like Dutch to answer some questions while he's here.
Yeah.
Dutch, how about the skip? Are you going to be able to show them how to get the phone numbers after we get those lists here? I have skip tracing here on the mind map.
Most definitely. Yeah. We can't pull a list without getting them numbers. So I'll show you how to pull that list. I'm also show you how to get the phone numbers, landline and cell phone numbers.
Gotcha. D, what I was worried about was sending out a bunch of text messages.
Mhm.
Say you got 20 people that reply. I mean, how are we going to keep it all together? We got text messages on the phone. Are we replying on the computer? Could you kind of give me a picture of what
Well,
that
in
looks like?
the system that I use, all the text messages are right in front of you. When they reply, they come but one by one. The good thing
Okay.
about text messaging, you don't have to respond right away. You know, I can give it a 24-hour. You can respond. If you're real busy, you're getting hundreds, you can respond at your leisure. It's not, you don't have to respond quickly. You know, and that's the good thing about text messaging. When you blast, it stays in a person's phone. Even if they don't read it that day, until they delete it, it's in their phone. You know,
Still there.
still there. I've had people call me 3 weeks after I blasted. You know, so
Good Lord. I'm thinking about me. I get a million emails, but my text messages, I almost feel pulled to reply. I feel like I have to reply, but I really don't. I don't even have to reply. I can just not reply. But I mean, I feel like the text messages, do you feel the same way when you get a text?
Yeah, you look at it and it stays there though. And until you delete it, you know, I get a lot of motivated sellers who will keep them, read them, and keep them. You know, and it works, man. It just sits there, sits there on their phone. Everybody check text messages. Who don't? Anytime your phone, bing, what you gonna do? Ignore it? You gonna at least see what it is, right?
Yeah.
At least, you know. So with direct mail, you look at the envelope and toss it. But with a text, you almost force. People are addicted to their phones.
Yeah, they are. So D, I remember. Okay, so we got that software. So you get automatic. The computer can reply to some of the text messages for you.
Yeah, we got automatic with you. You get on the class. You know, we're gonna send you those automatic responders. You know, you can load up some automatic responders in the software. Quick responses. You know, people ask you, how'd you get my number? Quick response. Who are you? Quick response. You know, and it helps you guide until you can get to that point where you can go off the top. Like I can go off the top now. I know what to say. But somebody new just starting off with text messaging, it's a platform that give you those quick responses and then you can just go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Round up, get your questions in for Dutch. We're going to go over those very quickly. And if you want to join us tomorrow, it is at 8 p.m. Once you register, you can get $50 off today only. And once you register, you will get a link. Dutch just did a video for us carrying you over. This will not be a live broadcast, okay? I feel like Dutch, no doubt, has earned the right, but sharpening himself up to share these skills with us, right? So we can sacrifice to invest in ourselves to learn how this stuff works. Use the code TEXT, coupon code TEXT in the video description below to get $50 off. It will end at midnight. D, I'm gonna get to some Q&A, but before I do that, I got here cash buyers, D. Locating cash buyers too. You said that you could use this text messaging for the 110 people that are on here right now. What does that look like, D?
Same methods. Prop stream, pull a list of cash buyers. I'll show you those filters and load them up in the software. You blasting out your deal. Same way. You know, this is a quick way in your city where you can build a cash buyers list like that. Very quickly, very seamlessly. That was the first time. That's how I found my first cash buyers, by text blast.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, you can cover 300 cash buyers a day if you dedicate. You know,
nice.
Collecting information, get to know them, create those relationships. Because trust me, when somebody blasting you a deal to an investor, that's a good message for them. That's a happy text. You know, you blasting somebody, an investor that's been looking in the zip code, and you get a deal, bing. Hey, how you doing? This is Dutch Jackson. I got a deep discounted property. Please reply if you're interested.
Shit,
You know?
no brainer.
So that's how I build my cash buyers list as well.
Nice.
Virtually as well. So if you here, you could do it in Arizona. I'm in Dallas, Arizona, San Antonio, Alabama, St. Louis. You know, it works everywhere.
My last question I got for you, D, then I'll get some Q&A. Is this, D, complicated, like for a newbie? Who would you recommend this for? Somebody that's new to the business or somebody that's been in it for a while? I don't want to give them too much.
Any stage, man. Any stage. Like I said, this is the first technique I learned. I was new. You know, it's just as I got better with it, like anything else. You start off with something, you know, and you just get better with it. You know, you can start off texting 30 people a day, and then you get to 3,000 people a day. You know, so I think it works for all classes.
Gotcha. Round up, get registered up. You will need PropStream, and I've negotiated a discount for that. You also get 50 free property pulls if you go through my link below. And Dutch has the software. He's got his link in the video description. All this stuff is below. So when you watch the class tomorrow, you can follow along as I will be. Boom, boom, boom. I seen this man do it. It's so cool to watch the technology work, man. I seen it. Thank you.
No problem at all, man.
Let's see what questions we got, y'all. Y'all got any Q&A here for Brother Dutch, and we'll get on up out of here. Hip Hop's Wholesaler. I love it. Verdrika.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
A nugget fest. You're right, Carl. I was listening to Nuggets from Kevin Hart. Dropping nuggets.
Nugget fest.
Look at this. That's my story. I'm telling you, overcoming with Christ. I paid the 47 and I'm with class JM Power. If you should get a video with the link and the final email. Save that last email. It'll come right in through there. Rich, are you buying junkers to sell to cash buyers, D? Is that your strategy for the most part?
Whatever the cash buyers are looking for. Personally, you know how everybody learned wholesaling where you go after these shacks? Man, I've wholesaled a couple mansions. So that whole strategy of people thinking you need these discounted properties in the hood to wholesale, bro. One thing I realized, wealthy people are more motivated than poor people. Poor people
numbers
not having no money. Wealthy people, when they go through hard time, they quick to sell like and that's one thing. I started driving for dollars in rich neighborhoods, and people was like, "What are you doing?" Or doing text blast in rich neighborhoods, and I actually sold a couple mansions wholesale.
Tell me this. Tell me what that looks like regarding the number wise, and just give us a case study on on a larger property, D.
So I had one about 500,000 out in Fort Worth. It was his probate. His wife passed, and he just didn't want to be in a house anymore. I got it under contract for like 150.
Good Lord.
Super deep discount. It was a huge house. I think it was like 9 bedrooms, something crazy.
Good gosh.
Probate list out in one of the best areas in Fort Worth. Got him under contract for nothing. I mean, I took a big loss on the deal, but I at that point I really wanted to help him out, so I didn't take as much as I could have. But he just wanted to let go. You know, he didn't want to be in a house. He couldn't stand to be in a house.
I bet.
Yeah. So anything, junkers, mansions, whatever, you know, it's a need for everything, man. Everything.
So I'm thinking when you're getting the house under contract, those type properties. So are you saying that you can focus on A to Z? Because generally speaking, everybody's looking. I remember Ronald Grant, he told me, he says, Chris, don't turn into a junker junkie. So when you said broke people are used to being broke, I think it could possibly be more motivation for richer people.
Way more. They got more to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, way more to lose. So if they fall on hard times, you know, they'd take $150,000 on a $500,000 house.
Move on.
I used to go in the hood, boy. Their house be worth $50,000. They want $80,000. Come on, Miss Ann, work with me. Come on now.
It's something, right?
But and it's just like I said, I learned wholesaling totally different. All the courses and stuff, I went out there. I was just a firecracker, man. I'm all in rich neighborhood knocking on doors. I was supposedly doing it wrong, but I learned a lot of things that they don't tell you online. So comes to the course.
Do you too much, man. Round up, I'm gonna keep going with these questions, but I just want to remind you, use that discount code TEXT in the video description. Get registered up. I see we got several already in. You will get a link, an email that the broadcast will not be live. This is for people that are going to invest in themselves. All right, so that you'll get an email and it'll say access the class here, and just save that email tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And you can set a reminder for your phone too. D, let me see. Are you buying junkers? Rhonda, hey, thanks for sharing. What are you saying in the text message? No doubt you have several different things that you are sending out to people, D.
Yeah. And that's going to come with the class. I have a whole spreadsheet.
That's right. You have a script.
Scripts. We'll get the
right.
script.
I forgot about those scripts.
See, me, I can go off the dome now, and you'll understand it more with the class. But hello, Mr. Seller or buyer. Hello, Mr. Seller. Came across your property. I'm a local landlord. I was looking to see if you're interested in selling. Please respond back. Text back if you're interested. And the good thing about knowing my list, I'm texting people with pain. So I'm not buying texting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using a shotgun approach of blasting just strangers. Well, they are strangers, but I know the stranger got $5,000 in liens on the house. Shortcut. So it's very simple. We'll go over, the different scripts I use and things because, I got scripts for sellers and I got scripts for buyers as well.
So, when you talk, it's almost like I tell my friends, like being Columbo. You ask a question or when you're talking to them. You ever watch Columbo? I know you're young.
I do.
This dude, he's like, why is this? He already
baiting them in,
Okay, well, you got that. Bay Area real. Hey, what's going on? Bay Area real estate. What is your rate of return? I guess I don't know if you could do $1. Maybe we'll say, what is your response rate? I think might be a better question. Do you think on that?
I don't know if she's saying respond or 1,000 texts per deal or something like that. It varies.
Let's just say response rate. Response rate is 10%.
Response rate is probably better than any response rate in any other method. Mail,
I could imagine.
Ringless voicemails, text people are
cold calling. They always on the phone.
The rate you will get will be good. It could be overwhelming sometimes where bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
It's just going off. And in the software, you can actually put your phone number in it. When they call the number back that's texting, it's not calling your phone. But you can route it to your personal. And these people will call you as well. To talk with you after the class. So the response rate is crazy.
Good for you. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Tillery, thank you for your class. Thank you. Thank you for investing in yourself, Tillery. It's an honor to serve. I'm just a servant. Just a servant.
Thank you so much.
Rich, where did you go to skip trace and how accurate is it, Rich? Well, we got that link, PropStream. Go ahead, D. We got 110 on here now. Go ahead.
Man, PropStream, man, got some of the best data. Like when I first started off doing this, I started with PropStream and their data has been A1. A1 because in this business, if you have bad data,
you're done.
Money away.
You're done.
You throwing money away, but PropStream, very accurate.
Gotcha. Rich, we got a special link for you. You get a discount if you use my link. I've negotiated. They contacted me actually and gave my rounduppers a slight discount and some other goodies if you join. John Hollywood. I like that name. When pulling your lists, how do you ensure you're staying compliant with the do not call list, D?
It's in the software. Software has a scrub system where they eliminate numbers that are on the do not call list. Now, some might get through. Don't let me lie to you because some people hit me. I'm on the do not call list. Then I just take them out the system. But the system is what is it? CP line or something like that? Something like that. We'll go over it though. But the system already filters out these numbers on the do not call list.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Rich, who are you using for your tech software?
thesmartercontact.com.
That's in the link, Rich. If you go ahead, you can go. Dutch has negotiated that. Did you know the owner of that company?
Yes, my boy, man, Adam.
This dude.
Oh, real good guy, man. Real good guy. You know, he hooked me up with the service to let me test it out, and I've been hooked ever since. You know?
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, you think I don't have time to be hanging out with people that are slouching, or as 50 Cent calls them, suckers. So this dude, we were talking today. Both of us know Deal Machine. We hang out with or he hangs out with him. I mean, I talk to him on a regular basis. It's like it's a circle. It's a small circle of success. And then, you know what, D? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it is a small circle, man. It's so, you think it's so many of us, but it really ain't. It's all
D.
full of us, you know.
Man, I'm reading it. I keep this Kevin Hart book. I'm like, man, where the winners at? Last night, I'm like in the bed, like, where the winners at, man? Where are the winners? So I want Dutch's success to rub off on you. What time zone? This is Carl. The class, if you go ahead and order it, it is on Eastern Standard, 8 p.m. Same time here tomorrow. Same bat time. Same bat place. Oh, we got your questions answered. Good. Rich, I think you did give an example of list stacking already, didn't you, D? Or did you? Thought you talked about it already.
As far as giving you an example, I could speak it. I can't pull it up right now, but you know, I put sellers in I pull up a zip code, tax liens amount. I want 2,000 or more. Owner occupied for 2 years. Equity amount 50%. And it's just filters that I'll show you guys tomorrow to create a very painful list where you just not shotgun it, because shotgunning, you wasting a lot of money. I'd rather have a list of 30 of pain than a list of 300 with nothing.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, the pain. What'd you call it? A pain. What did you call it, list?
The pain list. I'd rather have 30 people of pain than 300 that I don't know. They status, you know.
Nelly, hey Nelly, are you cold calling these people, D, or are you just sending them a text?
Well, we also cold call. So it's a way that I scrub my list. I separate my landlines and I separate my text messages. Send my landlines to my partner up in the Bronx. What up, Claude?
Wow.
Take care of the cold calling. I blast them. Nothing far between the cracks.
So is it a lot of landlines, D, or is it the majority? So I don't even know how many landlines even exist today.
Yeah, man, a lot. Obviously, you know, when we skip trace these people, you know, each person comes up with 3 or 4 landlines and then 3 or 4 cell phone numbers. A lot of numbers, you know, won't be accurate, but at least you have that data.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. Is that where you come up with the scrubbing thing that you say you're going to verify that stuff? Gotcha. Y'all don't want to miss. You don't want to miss this stuff. Kevin, what is a realistic monthly budget? Marketing budget? That's a good question. D, what do you think?
Realistic monthly budget, man. I could spend. I'm low. I could spend about $600 a month for texting. You know what I'm saying? With the software and text messaging and pulling the list. So $600 a month.
Peanuts.
And you could take it up. You could go 600 and you could take it all the way up. And it'll just depend what kind of market you're in. Because in Dallas, man, I could be spending $3,000 a month. But then I go home to St. Louis and I'm spending $500 a month. You know? So it'll just depend on what market you're in. So that'll change a lot too. You know.
Here's the thing, Dutch. I mean, I'm thousands a month. I mean, $600 is like to get started in Facebook marketing or in some type of a direct mail. It's not even heard of. So Kevin, just to the budget that he's mentioning, it's a drop in the bucket, bro. Compared to speaking,
$10,000 a month of direct mail and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's instant response. My thing is on the direct mail. It still works. I still used it. But you got a week out. You're a week out. Eric, you're welcome. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you, Carl Lane in Dallas. Say thank you, Dutch.
We're gonna have to get up when this pandemic is over, brother. I got you, man. Drinks on me.
Nice. Marquise, will there be a replay for the class? Will not be a replay, but if you purchase it after the night, once again, if you get it today, it's less than $100. After the day, it'll be it's going to give you $50 off, but you can own the replay. If you purchase the class, you will own the link. You can replay it, but it will not be broadcasted to the general public. Okay. But yes, if you get it, you get to keep it. Eric, do you teach how to pick a virtual market? D.
Hmm. I can create a course now, Herb G. I don't teach it, but I can, it's different markets. Once I got into this game, I started talking to other investors, and we can pretty much talk about which markets are hot, which markets are cold. But nah, man, it's different ways to. I think online it's a way to pick hot zip codes. If you put that on YouTube, let it show you a way to look through Google to pick out what are the hottest zip codes in the country and in each city. So that's what I use. But I'm from St. Louis, and St. Louis just happened to be a hot market. So I'm working in St. Louis right now. I work in Dallas, Fort Worth, and St. Louis. So I just happen to be in some pretty hot spots.
Gotcha. So you can shit. That'll be up to the person. I don't know. Wherever they want to go. Hold tight. Get your questions in. Get registered up. Rich, do you do seller financing and lease options, or just cash offers?
All three, baby. You can do all of them. That's the good thing about, when you find motivated sellers and we become a trained engineer. I started off wholesaling. Now brother Chris helping me do the seller financing and the lease option and the sub twos. When you start going through these sellers, you can start putting them in a bucket. Is this seller finance? Is this a sub two? Is this one a lease option? Or is this one a wholesale?
Nice.
Now, when I first offer something, I'm offering finance, lease option, because I know I can give them more than just the average wholesale. But that's text messaging so good because you find motivated sellers for any situation.
You can. When you open up your scope, I promise you, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It's just the truth. Eric, where are you getting your probate leads from, D?
You got different websites. Right now, my provider went down, but I go through I was going through a website where they just plugged them for me. I ain't have time to go down to the courthouse and things like that. So you got different websites that provide probate leads.
Yeah, we still go to the courthouse. Shit, I'll pay to go to the courthouse. But we haven't been able to pull them in 2-3 months now.
Yeah.
John, for those investors who are focusing on subject 2, how can learning how to use PropStream help that investor?
Oh, because
mortgage.
When you on PropStream, you can actually filter where people are at with their equity. So if you find somebody with a lot of pain, they got $5,000 in HOA liens, and also they have no equity in the house. They're about to lose their house, but they ain't paid it off yet. So it's different ways in PropStream where you could talk. It took me a year to learn PropStream. To toggle so many filters, and you can find just what you're looking for in PropStream. Any kind of seller you can find in PropStream.
Nice. John, hope that answered your question. Jalen, Illinois, what's up, brother? How long did it take you to get your first deal from the time you first started, D?
Brother Jalen, took me, 3.5, 4 months, and first deal was a door knock. I was a beast, brother. I was out driving for dollars, $8 a day. Hungry, man. Like wearing a shirt I still wear. Dude, I buy houses. I'm just a walking billboard. Just everybody I talk to. I was in a liquor store. What's up? Hey, you know anybody selling houses? Just a beast. It's how bad you want it, man. It's how bad you just open up and talk to everybody. Because those big deals gonna come from your people closely, friends and family. Somebody aunt but they have to know what you do,
Got to know. Round up, I see people asking for the class. Just go to the video description below. Please go ahead and get registered up. There's a link right there. Register for the masterclass and use the coupon code TEXT for the $50 discount. And that discount will end at midnight tonight. Please do not send me a million emails. It's just $150 if you don't get it today. It's not much. All this is paying for Dutch's time, the research he's taken, the testing that he's done over the years. I feel like it's a value for the time that he's put in to sharpen himself to bring this stuff to us.
And it's money too. It is.
Yeah. Go to that video link and go to the link in the description to get that. That link will tell you the times. The class is tomorrow, 8 p.m. That's Wednesday, July 29th, 8 p.m. Same time tomorrow. Same time. Do you offer scripts? Globetrotters, do you offer scripts and contracts? D. Tomorrow.
We have scripts within the class, but I can offer contracts too. That's no thing.
Do that? Yeah, we can maybe put that on the side.
No problem. You guys trying to wholesale? I got a very, very simple contract, one pager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Website for the class is in the video link description. Do you send Rich? Do you send the response yourself or is it automated? We kind of covered that one.
I mean, whatever you want to do. I think the automated ones are just easier for newbies until you learn how to talk to sellers. And they ain't really automatic. They just quick responding. So it's a button press. Somebody asks, how'd you get my number? You got a response to say, how'd you get my number? You click it and the answer come up. It's just very quick. It's not really automatic. It's just a very one button quick push response. And that's good for newbies until you learn how to go off the top and you got to memorize, you know.
Gotcha. JL Holdings, in your opinion, does PropStream outperform Deal Machine? I think PropStream is on an app now too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet. I haven't used D for D on the PropStream yet. You know, I'm so addicted to Deal Machine. You know, you get stuck in your ways. Yeah. But I heard PropStream was a beast though. You know, I'm gonna try it out though.
Yeah, it's the same Bay Area asked based on 1,000 texts. How many contacts?
1,000 texts. You just gotta stay consistent. Like I said, 1,000 texts. I don't know what city you in. Bay Area? Okay. 1,000 texts. A lot
of people out there.
Yeah, it just depends. This is why I say your lists are so important. You don't want to do the shotgun approach with text messaging. You want to hit people that are in pain, you know. So you can get a deal off of 200 texts. You can get a deal off of 2,000 texts. So it just varies.
Yeah, I don't think you can put a number. I mean, good.
You really can't. You just got to be consistent with it, you know.
So many different variables.
Dude, I've got deals off of text that people I've text 4 months ago. They hit me up. Hey, I got your text 4 months ago. I'm like, okay. And that's why I really like it because it sits in people's phones. You know, yeah, man. It's very hard to track how many deals per text.
A roundup for the 100 people that are on here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hopefully you have a good turnout tomorrow. Go ahead and get registered up in the description of this video. You will see the link to go get registered for the class. The time is tomorrow, 8 o'clock. That's going to be July 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Marquise, does the tech software have a monthly fee as well, D?
It does have a monthly fee. You got different packages. I believe one is $97. Then you got a package for the big boys that go up for about $199. And I think with the different packages, you can hit more people a month. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's how it goes. So it's about you'll be paying about $99 a month.
Yeah, you're gonna spend some money and stuff.
About 3,000 people a month or something like that. Yeah, don't quote me on it. I have to go back and look at it. At this point, I've worked out some with the CEO, and I'm unlimited. So, because I go busy.
That's cool. Relationships, man. Relationships. Charlie Chan, when you buy the class for tomorrow, can you watch it more than once? Yes, you get the link. You own the link. Once you invest in the class, you vote yourself in, you'll get an email. It'll say access my class here, and you got that email forever. I won't shut that down for you. Johnny Hollywood, can you retrieve the same information from PropStream through public record database, Realtor Bright MLS?
You know what, brother? I wouldn't know because I just get all the information from PropStream. I never really tried to, go through the public records and things like that. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I get everything out of PropStream. I like to keep everything in one place and get it out. But I heard PropStream gets everything from the public record. So
they got people, man. Royalty. What's up? Karen, Eric, is there a different script for out-of-state sellers versus in your own area sellers? D?
No, I keep it simple. Same script for everybody. Nice. Just a different variety of scripts.
Gotcha. Hanshaw. Hey, Steph, what's up, buddy? This dude is like, Steph is such a great guy. Do you need to be familiar with PropStream to get the most out of this class for tomorrow, D?
No,
I
because
wasn't when he showed me this stuff.
I'm gonna show you step by step. So you'll have the link, and you'll know exactly what I do to pull the list. There's a lot of things you can do in PropStream, but for what we're doing, I'll make it real simple for you.
That's why I got Steph. That's why I got the man on here. You know, I ain't got no time. I have no time to waste. I got a newborn baby, wife. Y'all know how it is. I'm married. Anyway. The way this dude breaks it down, being a newbie, is so fresh in his mind. See, I'm like an old geezer. Challenging for me to break a lot of this stuff, new ideas down. But with D, new to it and young, dude, walk me through this entire thing already. All right, Rich, what is this? Do you do any other marketing other than text, D?
Bandit signs, man.
I love them. They still work.
You heard the D for D album I put out? I got the song Bandit signs. Like I say, I like things that are cheap and effective. So bandit signs and text messaging.
We already answered that one. Oh man, Paris says, "What up? Just got an appointment. Good for you." Aisha, where am I signing up for the class tomorrow? Since it isn't live, can I start earlier or later? It's live, but it's just not broadcasted. So what you do, Aisha, go to the link. Aisha, go to the video description below. All you got to do, go below. You'll see. What does it say? Shoot. It'll say register for the masterclass. Use coupon code TEXT. It's $50 off today only. Just click the link right there to take you right over there. And you'll get an email with the link for the class date and time, which is tomorrow, 8 p.m. And we'll get rocking and rolling.
Moving and grooving.
You can get everything from PropStream. Yes, that's what Paris is written. Let me get you out of here. I had you here for an hour. D, final thoughts. You good?
Peace and love to everybody, man. Much success to you in your careers and whatever you try to do, and never stop doubting yourself. You can do amazing things. That's it, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for your love offering, Brother Paris. Brother Paris, thank you so much, dog. Thank you. Dutch, for the 100 people on here, man. I'm just, once again, I'm honored to be working with you on this course. What do you see the future for you, D, as you matriculate, thank you, Hampton University, as an entrepreneur, as an investor, as a human, as I'm older, I'm thinking about just being a human being.
Oh man, you know what? I just want to be happy. I think we start thinking about, man, I need money, this. I want to get this, I want to get that. Ultimately, brother, I just want to be happy, and I just want to love what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. The future for me, I think it's going to be bright, man, because I like putting twists on things with the music. And, this isn't an easy profession. It's not. But, I try to make things fun. Nothing worth having is ever easy.
Nope.
So, it's not an easy profession, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy creating my own life. I enjoy creating my own income. And I think having friends like you and with all the relationships I'm gaining, man, it ain't no telling why I'm going to be in another 20, 24 months, 12 months, man.
D.
I'm looking at the moon, brother.
I know, man. You deserve it.
Y'all accepting me, man. Y'all giving me all this love. I can't help but grow. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just appreciate you all, for accepting me. I ain't got to act on it in that tie. So, no, I see me shooting for the stars, man.
You too much. You're so humble. You're too much. All right, we got 100-some people here to say what saith, to hear what saith Dutch Jackson. This is so cool, man. All right. Round up. Get registered. Go to that link in the video description. Get your class. Me and D gonna be here tomorrow. I promise you. It's gonna be worth a few. I spend more than this filling up the gas tank on a couple of drinks at the bar. When I was at the bar.
Yeah, I stopped drinking too. I'm done.
All right. Roundup, thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you tomorrow in about 24 hours. We're going to be right back here. Get registered up. Take your future in your own hands. Vote yourself in. If you don't spend any money on yourself, who will? The person that shows up as the sharpest, I'm telling you, man, when you sharpen yourself, oh man, you get to go out there. People like, I noticed something different about you. Like Dutch said, is that even you? Your friends were like, what? Is that really you?
It's a glow. You gain this glow, man. When you work on yourself, it's like, I don't mean to go into daddy mode, man.
Yeah, hit it, man.
So many of us look for people to better us.
Outside.
It starts here, man. Once you better yourself and you start taking care of yourself, you attract other people. They see it. You shining so much from the inside, they want to be there. What's making him so happy? Why is he so sharp? Then you start attracting and quit looking for people to make y'all happy. Quit looking for people to change y'all. It never happen.
Nope.
So I'm out of daddy mode. I'm off daddy mode, man.
Nah, D, I love it. I want to hear it. I feel like I'm preaching all the time, but it's coming from you now, so they can kind of suck it in a little bit, you know?
Right. Yeah, I just want y'all. I just want my whole life, and we talked about this, Chris. I just like seeing people doing well, man. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely when you doing well. It ain't no satisfaction when you the only one doing well. Everybody around you suffering.
Yeah.
What kind of satisfaction is that? I win. I want my brother to win. I want my sister to win. I want my cousin to win. Everybody ain't gonna win, but at least I want them to.
Yeah.
Do what I can to try to make somebody else win.
That's right. Yeah, I think it's cool. You can call me anytime. You know, with an entrepreneur's life, I might be busy at that second, but I'm not 8 hours somewhere. we're gonna be able to interact.
Yeah.
But yes, Marquise, tomorrow the class, it's gonna be just like this. It just won't be open to the public. It will be for only people that have invested in themselves to join. But yes, it's gonna be just like this. You can ask all the questions you want. D's gonna hold nothing back for tomorrow. All right, go to that description, sign up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. God bless you. Peace.